boy, my friends, Ryder here. Alright, so today I figured, I've been running a lot of Lightning, I've been playing with Resnick a lot, it's been really fun, and I was doing some PvP battles with a few friends of mine, and I brought out a old win team that I was running, which is June, Tifa, and 2B, or actually Little Leela. I think actually I was running 2B instead of Tifa. And, I thought about some videos that I'd done in the past where I went and checked what team Visipor was running. And so I did that earlier today. How I do that is I go to my friend Daniel's guild, since he's actually strong enough to fight them. And I went to his battle records. I didn't find Visipor, but I did find the only guild that his guild has lost to, which is this guild called Baphomet. So I went to check it out. And lo and behold, there is a very similar setup to what you might find on Visipor, so I'm thinking maybe they might have changed their name. But if you look here, they're not running a mono lightning team. They're not running a mono water team. Literally, the entire guild, except for 2 teams so far, looks like 3, 4, 5. Well, not the entire guild, but nearly the entire guild is running mono wind. And so I figured, you know what, it's been a while, I'm going to take them out into arena, equip them all with the trust stones that I have built, and see how it goes. Fight the current super strong teams and see if I can hold up against them. So I'm just going to run through the setups really quick. I'm running the Ahriman Esper on Joom, along with the same VC, and then the Fenrir as the sub VC. For the Trust Stones, as you can see, I have the Swiftwind Mantle at 1144 HP. Pretty freaking insane. It has 10 passives on it. That should work pretty well for her. I have the max HP up set bonus along with the attack up set bonus. I could have ran agility, but the agility stones that I'm running are kind of built for magic. So I instead went with an attack on her. Going into Tifa. Tifa is sitting at 7.7k HP, 1300 attack. Tifa is a really cool unit because she does have courage, and I think a lot of these stronger units right now are actually weak to strike. So I put her with Bells. Pretty decent setup. It has all 12 passives. So I'm looking forward to testing that out. I have the set bonus as luck and accuracy, and she's sitting at a whopping 114 agility. Looking pretty strong. Ooh, it looks like her faith is a little bit high. So I'm probably going to have to lower her faith. And then in the last slot, I have Halloween Leela. She's sitting at almost 7k HP, 1370 magic, 106 agility. And with the Steel Maiden's Necklace, which has also 10 passives. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. Also 10 passives, and the defense up set bonus along with agility up set bonus. So I figured, why not take this team out into arena and see how it goes. All right. So we are going to be checking, definitely mono water. Here is a water ice team. Here's mono dark with a couple 115s, mono light. Let's see if we can find maybe mono lightning. Wow, few teams with pretty low level units here. Okay, that's a definite possibility. Okay, I think that ice eats wind. Oh no, wind eats ice. Okay, so let's try against this. We'll try against Velis, Celis, and Astoria with a mono wind team. Have not been seeing too many mono wind teams. I do not have more. I do have 2B, so maybe I'll try a composition with 2B instead of Tifa tomorrow, depending on how Tifa does today. But it is nice to switch it up between the elements, so I figured this could be a fun little video. Also, I was thinking my friend said you should try and do a video where you see if Esther can solo mono water teams. So that sounds pretty fun, actually. That'd be pretty crazy, honestly. I don't know if just 2B Cs is enough to do it, but definitely be something pretty fun to try. Okay, so Joom sitting at 12.7k HP, pretty freaking high. We'll see if Tifa can get off Bells and Courage. She already has Bells off. Getting the Protect buff from Leela. She does get off Courage. Okay, so looking pretty good so far. Oof. Astoria looking pretty strong right there. So this is Tifa on more of like an attacker build. So hopefully she can hold up, and hopefully Jum gets in range of these units pretty quick so that Tifa can do what she needs to do. Astoria is down to half health. Jum tanking Celis pretty well. Jum tanking Astoria really well. Okay, Leela coming in, and she's hitting with the level 4 Eroga. Gets blocked by Celis. Ooh, this is pretty interesting. Celis going with the limit break right now. Oof. Tifa looking pretty strong. We'll see what Astoria does here. Still goes after Jum. Jum's not even at half health yet. Okay, Celis's barrier is down. Velis doing what he can to heal. Jum is out of AP. And Celis just barely pulled aggro from Tifa. But it looks like Tifa is going to be in range of an AoE right here. Oop, it looks like she may go down, but she does have Courage. Jum goes all the way down. Oof, not looking good. We'll see if she gets the full life off. She does get the full life off on Jum. Wow, Celis looking very tanky. And without any damage, this is not going to pan. Okay, so this I thought was going to do a little bit better, but it's seeming to not do that well at all right now. I guess we'll have to try with a couple different teams. I can potentially try to build Tifa as more of a defensive unit, but I think she really needs more attack. Maybe that's what this team is missing, is a strong attacker. I know that I can get 2B up to 1600 attack. So maybe we'll switch over to her if Tifa doesn't hold up in the next fight. We'll see how that goes. I thought that was going to do a little bit better, but I guess there's a reason that you're not seeing too many win teams right now. Although that entire guild was win, so that is pretty interesting. Okay, so maybe I'll lower her luck, add Holy Knight's protection. That should make her a little tankier. This is a third buff that I don't think will go off. I know she will prioritize this before Courage. I don't think she'll prioritize it before Bells. But is this enough? Let's put it on and see if it's enough to make her damage more worthwhile. I know that Tifa is sitting at lower attack, even with, what is she sitting at right now? Yeah, 1300 attack. Yeah, which is roughly the same even if you switch this card into the main slot. So a little low on attack. Maybe we can find a mono water team. Here we go. Here's a mono water team. Let's try a full mono water team and see if this goes any better. I was wondering what might be the best espers for Tifa. Right now I have at max resonance Golem, Titan, Tetrasylphid, and Odin. Odin could be an interesting one, but I don't think any of those espers actually have strike attack up in their board. I was looking for an esper that had strike attack up, but I couldn't find one. I didn't look too hard. Okay, so the protect buff goes off on Tifa. Astoria gets Courage off. Tifa's sitting pretty good up in HP, almost at 9k. She does not use Courage, however. She did use her defense penetration buff, so hopefully that makes a difference. fully buffed with Protect and Shell. So she should hold up a little bit better. Okay, she does not get off Courage. She goes after Celis with the Somersault combo. Pretty decent damage and gets the stun off. While stunned, Celis does the block. That's pretty badass. Okay, so Celis is down for a round. Farm running out. Doing decent damage. Joom tanking very well. Okay, Tifa running in again. Okay, so Tifa's looking a little bit better right now. Okay, also there wasn't Bellis to heal this time. But still, Astoria is going to be a bit tough. If Joom can keep tanking... Oof, Leela goes down. We'll see what Tifa can do right now. She one-shots farm. Joom is going to go after Astoria. He is on Courage. Unfortunately, Tifa did not have Courage, but Joom is barely able to take down Astoria. So that was very close, but that was, you know, mono wind against a full mono water team right now. It was close, but it is pretty cool to see, you know, mono wind contending right now. So I think what will be pretty fun is to go find a lightning team and see how that goes. I'm still not really sure. Her damage was definitely improved from that buff. But I do really like Courage, so that would be nice to get that off as well. I figured there would be more mono lightning teams, and there isn't even a single one available. Okay, so what else can we fight? Maybe try mono dark? Alright, yeah, let's try mono dark. We're around 700 rank, so not super high, but not terribly low either. Okay, so I wonder if maybe there's a different slot setup I can use for Tifa to get off Courage, but since all of her buffs are single target buffs, she's not running any AoE buffs. I think it's kind of hard to keep her back. I don't even have her on Shikuchi so that she has less move and more time to cast these buffs. Dwayne throws the re-raise buff. That's one TMR that I really wish that I had gotten a long time ago. Such a good one. Helena raising the accuracy. Okay, Tifa gets off her defense penetration buff. Leela running over to buff Tifa, and Dwayne enters the fray. Joom tanking extremely well. You saw her against Astoria. You've now seen her against Dwayne, taking barely any damage. We'll see how she does against Helena. Helena still had held back to buff Joker, and it looks like Tifa's going to enter. Oh, she does get off Courage. Okay, so I think that this is definitely the better setup. You won't get Courage off every single time, but it will get off sometimes, so that is pretty useful, I would say. Joker taking his sweet time to get off his limit break. No, that's just my phone. Okay, Joom just taking an absolute onslaught here and surviving. Joom finally goes down. Tifa's gonna run in. She goes after Dwayne, does a ton of damage, but he's going to have re-raise. Leela's going to run over and try to res Joom, but we'll see what Joker does right here. Would not be surprised if he one-shots her, and he does. That is unfortunate. So I'm thinking now that maybe Tifa actually does need Shikuchi, even though she won't get off Courage. It will get her into the battle quicker, where Joom is. And then maybe also putting Leela on Shikuchi as well. Although I don't think that it was such a problem. I think Leela was always in range. So maybe Leela's okay. So I think I'm going to switch Tifa onto Shikuchi. I'll leave the same buffs on, just in case she does have an opportunity to get off... Ooh, if I want to put on Shikuchi, I have to lose Holy Knight's protection. Okay, well, it is what it is. Right now we are 1 and 2. We have fought Mono Dark, Mono Water, and Ice and Water. Here's another wind team. Here's a wind water team. This was another team that I was thinking about trying. Maybe we'll fight that team. Yeah, let's give this team a go. I was considering trying this team, so maybe I'll try this out tomorrow, or maybe potentially try out 2B. I guess we'll just have to see. Yeah, it's pretty fun to use these old units again. I miss these units. I can't wait till they get their Master Ability 2s. Joom is, definitely a newer unit, or closer to new, so she's holding up pretty freaking well. Okay, Joom goes with the buff. This should be definitely an interesting fight. I think that Astoria is one of those units that can definitely hold up in a solo environment. He does not need a team to support him, although it just makes him all the more stronger when he does have one. Oof, not looking good so far. Definitely has the advantage. Well, with Tifa at 97 faith, this is probably going to go off. She does get the full life on Tifa, but man, Joom is just so tanky. I guess the problem is that, with this team, you really need a strong DPS. Like, that's kind of what Esther brings to any team, is just that super powerful DPS. And also, like, pretty supreme tankiness as well. Okay, so finally able to take down Joom. The team is definitely making somewhat of a comeback, but we'll see if this full life goes off. It does go off. That's savage. Tifa is down for the count. Lil Leela does not have full life back. Joom's Dragon Blade counter goes off, and it just doesn't look like we're going to have enough to take them down. Oof, this is tough. Okay, well, Leela summoning in Bahamut for the kill. That'd be pretty sick if they put in Neo Bahamut from FF7. He was my favorite of the 3 Bahamuts. And Joom is taken down. Okay, so we've won 1. Looks like we've lost 3. So for this final battle, I'm going to take out Tifa and put in 2B and see if it makes a difference. And then if it doesn't, I guess we will try a yin-yang wind / lightning, or a yin-yang wind / water team. So let's take out Tifa. Find 2B. Make sure that the trust stones stayed on there. They did not. That's unfortunate. So let me go back and put those on really quick. Okay. What did we have? It was accuracy. I would probably run something different if I had different stones, but with the stats that are built on these right now, it's definitely the best thing I've got. So I think that if you had stones perfectly set up for this team, that, it would do better. But at the same time, these stones are pretty decently built so far, so should be some example as to what is capable within Wind at the moment. I am really curious as to what setups that guild was running. That would be definitely pretty interesting to see and compare. but unfortunately we can't actually see their builds. Okay, so we're just gonna jump in, build June really quick. I'll probably keep her on this accessory. Or maybe we'll put this for the defense piercing rate up. I think we'll go with that. Okay, we're gonna switch this over with this. And then instead of Tifa's card, we're gonna go with the Exorcist card. Okay, so looking at 2B, she's got a little under 100 agility, 1574 attack, and 7.1k HP. She should have good slash resist. She should have defense piercing. I think I'll keep those. And let's give it a shot. We got one battle left. Let's see what we can find. There's another mono wind team. It's another wind water team. Here we go. Here's a mono lightning team. It is a 115 Esther, but let's see how we do. Last battle of the night. Hopefully it comes through. But it is fun to check these teams, even though sometimes losses are just inevitable, and you know, that's part of learning and playing the game. So it doesn't bother me too much. It is fun to win, but at the same time it is fun to play these older characters as well. Okay, 2B going for the illusion buff. I'm not really running her evade, although I technically could, although I don't think that's really a big thing right now with Astoria having guaranteed hit and Esther having higher evade.
Can you keep up?
Okay, Esther throws the Revitalize. Looks like 2B is prioritizing Illusion over Revitalize. I hope she does get the Revitalize off. In retrospect, I think that turning Illusion off and putting on her barrier skill would have worked a lot better. But I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, so June looking pretty good against Ibarra. Ibarra is probably going to be the most dangerous threat to her. So I guess we'll see how much damage this does. Does a good amount of damage. I think Charlotte's going to be, yeah, pretty held back. Leela's still sitting back there buffing herself. So the fact that she doesn't have Shikuchi might be a problem. Oof, I was hoping that Esther wouldn't be able to take down June, but it was not enough. Leela sitting too far back to really do anything. In the past, I believe I only ran Leela with one of Protect or Shell, whichever one the team needed more, just so that it would keep her a little bit closer to the battle. So, you know, it's been a little while since I ran these teams, and they were set up for whichever map I was running on in the past. Okay, so looking pretty decently tanky from 2B right there. And then not at all. Alright, so you guys saw it, there it is. This team went 1-4, which is one of the lower outcomes I've had over these PvP, you know, battle showcases. But I think that I will try in the future a solo video with Esther. I think I will also try a like yin yang wind / water and a yin yang wind / lightning team coming up. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed these characters, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I also hope that you guys all have a wonderful day.